Can't believe the nerve of that man. I mean, who does he think he is anyways? Trying to make me the fool. I beg your pardon, I don't even know why I'm so upset. It's not like it's the first time this has ever happened. Sure ain't gonna be the last. I mean, you know, it's bad enough. Everyone here in this city where I've lived my whole life, think they know something about me. But now this man, he's a stranger. I ain't never seen him before, but I was up at market, had some eggs for sale this morning, as I often do. And, well, I standing there, and this man come over to me. He asked me how much for my eggs. Well, I tell him how much they are, and he starts to pull out this money, paper money. I don't even look at it, just ask him where it's from. North Carolina. North Carolina, well, you know, North Carolina money. Every single one of these new states printing their own currency, don't know what it's supposed to look like, who's supposed to sign it, and you couldn't even trust North Carolina money during the war. Never know who's signing it or if it's any good, so I told him I wouldn't take it. I said if he wanted my eggs, he could pay me ready money. They didn't like that very much. And, I probably shouldn't have been so quick with him, but, I mean, I know what he was thinking. He ain't the first. I mean, he can see what you all can see. I mean, this is not the hair of an Irish woman. You know what he was thinking? He was thinking I was somebody's mulatto slave. And that he could pass his bad money off on me and I wouldn't say nothing. But he doesn't know me. He doesn't know who I am. I mean, my mother, Elizabeth Maloney, an Irish woman, a free woman. That makes me free. But, my father, Moses, when I was born, he was owned by Peyton Randolph, you know, the late Speaker of the House of Burgesses. A slave. I remember there was a time where I didn't even know what that meant. You know how things are when you're young. When you're a child, everything is the way it's supposed to be because that's the way it's always been. I mean, my father never lived with us, and I didn't think anything of that. That's just the way it always was. But, my mother, she'd use that word sometimes, slave. She'd use it in passing, some excuse, but she never really explained what it meant. And I didn't know. It didn't rightly make sense to me. I remember it was one time when my mother got sick. I mean, when you're young, you're the one that's supposed to get sick. You're the one that's supposed to need help, not your mother's, right? I mean, it just, my mother and my older brother and me. And, at first she just wasn't feeling well, and next thing you know, she couldn't even get up out of bed. My brother, he's 2 years older than I am, and he tried the best he could. I mean, to take care of Mama and take care of me. I think I was only maybe 6 or 7 years old. Well, after a few days, I finally just said to my brother, well, you should go get Papa, right? Go get Papa, he'll come, he'll take care of Mama, he'll take care of everything, and everything will be just fine, right? And that's what he said it. He said, Papa can't come. He said, Papa is a slave, and he can't do anything that his master don't tell him what to do. That was the first time I heard it and I understood what it meant. I think it was the day after that, a neighbor woman, hadn't seen us for a few days, wondering where we were and what was going on, came over to check on us and found us in the state we were in. I will always be grateful to that woman for her kindness and what she did. Nursed my mother back to health, took care of my brother. I mean, even repaired some things around the house that needed fixing and had been neglected. If she couldn't just keep her mouth quiet for 1 minute, every other word out of her mouth about what a fool my mother was for having children with a slave, having children with my father. Kept going on and on, reminding my mother. Kept saying, what would happen to these children if you were to die? You can imagine that was the last thing I wanted to hear. Anyhow, everything changed after that. My mother, she did get better, but I mean, it wasn't long after that the war broke out with England. And then everything changed. I mean, this whole city, everything I've known is changing. It's not even the capital anymore. They moved that up to Richmond. A lot of people and a lot of work gone up with it. Now there's all this talk about this new Constitution. Any of you folks from up north near Philadelphia? But maybe you... There was a couple men in a tavern the other night. They were from up in Philadelphia, and they were talking about this new Constitution. I know you all have been hearing about it. For the people, by the people, you heard that, right? Except the way these men say it, maybe you heard the same. They're up there in Philadelphia talking about this Constitution, this new government, what it's supposed to mean for all of us. Except they got the windows locked and the doors barred. So can't nobody hear what they're talking about. I got to thinking, how is that any different than having a king 3,000 miles away? And I realized that this government ain't gonna change nothing for me. It's not like they asked my opinion on what I thought this government should be. They ask any of you? I didn't think so. But I've just been thinking a lot about change, and I've got to realizing that if I want anything to change, I'm the one that's got to change. I don't know. Thinking about that man at market this morning. And it's always like that here. I mean, my mother, she's always told me that I was free. But the laws are always reminding me that I'm a mulatto, that I'm different. And people in this city always reminded me that I'm the daughter of a slave. But I got to thinking that, I mean, what if I were to go somewhere? Somewhere where nobody knew who I was? Or thought they knew? And nobody knew who my parents were, and I just got to thinking that maybe then I could just be Jane.
If I can introduce Mary Carter as Jane. And we'll be taking any questions that you all have. At this point, if you have questions you'd like to stick around, you're welcome to. If you'd like to wander up as well, you can do that too.